What's going on, my fam sizzles? It is so nice to have you here today on Behind the Booth, the podcast, where I talk about weddings and DJ stuff, as well as I got a few surprises today. I've got some old movie cards from like the late 80s and the 90s I'm going to show you. But before we get to that, I want to talk about a wedding that I did last year at the Ruins in Seattle. And if you know who Landmark Event Company is, I've actually DJed at two of their venues. The Ruins was the first one last May. And then this last March, I was able to work at Fox Hollow Farms. So it was a really, both weddings were absolutely amazing. And I'm going to say right now, communication from Landmark has been pristine every time. Like they'll email me, they'll be like, hey, we need proof of insurance. We need your insurance card. We need to know that you're fully insured. And I said, absolutely. I'm a professional DJ and that's what I do. Fully insure myself every month because that's what professionals do. But anyway, something that I really love about them is I love that their venues are kind of just a good classic look. And they kind of have just like an older feel, but like renovated to give a newer vibe. It's such a fun place to DJ. And I got to be honest with you, both weddings that I've done have just been absolutely phenomenal. Like just the family and friends that were there at the wedding. Both weddings were just, the energy was unreal. So if you are a couple looking for a venue, go check out Landmark Event Company. They're very cool. I really enjoy working with them. I know the brides and the grooms that I've talked to, they enjoy working with them as well. So that is the first note. And then the next thing I want to get into, let me pull these cards out here real quick, is I have these cards. I have a couple binders of like baseball cards, movie cards, like cartoon cards and stuff. And like, I don't know why, like I keep these things. Like, I guess I just enjoy collecting memorabilia that's like movies and stuff. But this is the one I wanted to show you. I don't know if you can see it. This is from Back to the Future Part 2, which I guess came out in 1989. And then on the backside here, I'll flip it over. This is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And I don't know if you remember the classic song from Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You. It was from this movie right here with Kevin Costner, Christian Slater. I guess Morgan Freeman's in there. Yeah, there's Morgan Freeman right here. Oh, but this is Back to the Future Part 2. And I'll take it out here real quick. I'll show you the back here. You can see it's the actual DeLorean from the second movie just before the lightning strikes it again and sends Doc Brown into the 1800s. But yeah, Back to the Future 2. I watched it recently. I watched it as a kid and I was like, oh, it's okay. You know, it's kind of dark and I like the first one. It's more lighthearted and fun. But then this one has like the future aspect, which is really cool. And instead of Biff, it's like Griff. Um, so I guess it was set in 2015 as well. But I love it. Like the way they dress and stuff back in the 50s is so cool. And then you look at the way they dress in the future. I mean, it's kind of similar to how everybody dresses nowadays. So I don't know. Um, but I watched it again and I gotta say, like, for what it was and like it's still like the effects still look great and it's a fun story. Like if the bully won, then you gotta go back and figure out how to beat the bully again. So um yeah, and it's kind of interesting like how the past and the future, like it always just keeps repeating itself again and again. Um Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, I've seen this movie like maybe twice. And the last time I saw it, I don't even remember it. I think it might be darker than I remember. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Let me pull out my other sheet of cards here. You see how well organized I am, right? Like this is so DJ. Like if you're a DJ, like this is how organized you have to be. Like you put all your cards in like these like plastic covers and everything and keep them safe. Um, but yeah, so you can see, and then there's Alan Rickman right there. Kevin Costner up top there. There's the iconic Robin Hood shot. Another iconic shot right there. And we flip it over. Oh, and we've got the classic, The Rocketeer. Yeah, I like this movie a lot, actually. Like this is yeah, this is some good movie stuff here. This is like Earl Flynn, like Robin Hood days. Like Timothy Dalton was, acting as as Earl Flynn. I always loved The Rocketeer, but I remember watching this as a kid and, like, I'd be like, "Dude, The Rocketeer, you gotta watch it," and everybody'd be like, "Dude, his butt will, like, burn. There's no way, like, he could actually be a Rocketeer." So, I don't know, I never liked when people said that, so, I don't know, I always just kind of enjoyed the movie for what it was. Um, and then more Rocketeer, yay! More Rocketeer. I love this. This is so cool. Yeah, this is cool too here. And then just like look at like this era and stuff, and like this is such an iconic shot right there too. Um, but yeah, I like this movie a lot. It reminds me of like an Iron Man movie, but like pre Iron Man, pre technology, all that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, it's just really fun. It's a fun movie. And then on the back, I have the one, the only Small Soldiers. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this movie. Oh, it looks like I can turn it this way now. Small Soldiers had Tommy Lee Jones. There he is right there as one of the characters. I think his name was like Chip Hazard. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but it could be that. Um, and it was basically just a battle between the toys. And I don't know. It's a pretty silly movie, but there's always this one scene I remember where at the time, like, the Spice Girls were really played out. Like, this movie, like, it wasn't cool. Like, popular songs, like, sometimes they die, like, for 10 years, and no one wants to hear it ever again. But right now, like, the Spice Girls Wanna Be, it's a cool song, but when this movie was, when it was out or right around the time it was out, maybe, like, 5 or 6 years after it came out, I'm trying to remember when I saw it, but there's a scene where they play like I'm gonna paraphrase, but like, what's the most like horrible sound you could possibly do to somebody like torturous? And they they put out "Wannabe" by Spice Girls, and everybody's like, "Oh no!" So, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's a kids movie. It's kind of dark. I mean, it's kind of like a Gremlins if you've ever seen Gremlins. It's kind of dark like that. Like you're thinking, oh, it's gonna be these cute little cuddly creatures, and then you're like, nope. So I don't know why, but it looks like I have a good amount of small soldier cards that somebody gave me. So I just kept them, put them away. If I, who knows? You know, maybe someday they'll be worth something. I don't know. Who knows? If you're a small soldiers fan, let me know. I might be able to work a deal with you. Oh, here we go. And then what's cool about these cards is like they have these like really cool like I don't know like these cool like little backgrounds and stuff like character backgrounds. And then like right here they have like I don't know if these are tattoos or just stickers, but really cool cool design stuff, man. Oh, so this is just a random card right here. I'll bring it up to the light here a little bit. So this is uh Avengers, and you can see like Spider-Man and you can see like Captain America. But this is like pre-movie Marvel magic. Um but that's the Infinity Gauntlet. So I don't know. Sometimes you get random stuff and you just keep it and you're like, "Why do I keep this? I don't know." Um, but yeah, it's got, on the back here, it's got Thanos, on the back and stuff that you can kinda see there. But yeah. Alright, so then, speaking of cartoons, animation, one of my most favorite cartoons, characters of all time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can see him right here. So this is from the actual animated show from like the original series. I don't know if this is a reprint or not. Like the problem with like Ninja Turtle stuff is like there's so many like reprints and reissues of everything. So to find like the truly authentic stuff is really hard. But you can see like right here, you can see like Baxter Stockman, like the crazy scientist. What's his name? Usagi Jimbo or something like that. I know I might be mispronouncing it. Um, But yeah, you can see a little stories brewing there. There's some pizza. Here's some more Ninja Turtles cartoon stuff here. Um, there's Bebop and Rocksteady right there in the corner. Yeah, you see the pizzas are they're they're telling you what number the part is on the pizzas. I wonder what year this is. Let me look at the year. So the year on these, I have to get closer here. It's so small the print. Yeah, this looks like 89, 90. Long time ago. Okay. Oh, so I have one card up top here that's the cartoon, and then we go into what I honestly believe, like, this is one of the greatest, I don't wanna say superhero movies, but kinda like that whole, like, comic book movies before, movies like Iron Man and stuff, superhero movies were a little like, they're fine, but I feel like this was a really dark superhero movie, but it's the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the actual, live action 1990. Was it 90? God, I swear, I feel like it was 90, maybe it was 91, I don't know, maybe that's the second one. Yeah, it looks like 90. But yeah, you can tell, man, these cards, just the detail of the characters and stuff, I love it. I love that they're like crazy little suits. Like the Michael Bay movies are fine. Like they're pretty cool for what they are. Like I get it. Like you're trying to appeal to another generation and like all Ninja Turtles stuff, like every 3 to 4 years just completely changes and is redone in a completely different way. Yeah, you can see Casey Jones right there. I think that was Danny, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, getting lost here. So after that, guess what else I have? More Ninja Turtle cards. So I was trying to collect all these. Like you can kind of see they're in the orders of whatever. So they kind of run down in the movie scenes and stuff, which is pretty cool. This is always one of my favorite scenes. One of my friends, we always used to quote it. We're like, "Pizza dude's got 15 seconds." We'd always joke about it. I don't know if that's the right line, but to paraphrase, um, this is a cool image right here too. I love that image. There's Casey Jones coming in, Master Splinter right there. Yeah, you see Raphael losing it, Michelangelo, Donatello, and then more Ninja Turtle cards right on the back here. And this pretty much just follows the whole story. You kind of see when they're little babies right there. That's pretty cool. And what's this one? Oh yeah, they're all around the table with April O'Neil. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And guess what else I have? More Ninja Turtles. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one's cool here with the Foot Clan and stuff. Yeah. Foot Clan right there. That one's cool. That's cool too. They're all around the dinner table again. Watch out, Raph. Watch out. They're coming for you. No. Yeah, that's cool too. It's like Shredder and stuff right there. Like, look at that. You can see him coming at you and stuff. Like right there. Dope, right? And then the other side, more Ninja Turtles. And so I told you I'm a huge collector of Ninja Turtles, man. I love all of it. There's Raph recovering after the Foot Clan. And then after the Ninja Turtles, and they're about to go back. They're training again, their montage. There's Shredder. Splinter's locked up. They got him locked up in the warehouse. And this is the final battle on the rooftop. That's such a cool costume. I love that Shredder costume. Here's some more on the other side. So he's holding him there. April O'Neil. You can see that. Oh yeah, there's Splinter. Splinter's back. Back again. Tell a friend. There he is back. Danny's back reunited with his father. Pretty cool. And then the last, the last of the Ninja Turtles. So you can see right there, there's the creators right there. There's Peter and Kevin. And then there's a little behind the scenes. I always loved Jim Henson's Muppetry, I think they called it, or his whole production house in the 80s and the 90s was so cool. And then you can see they're just these are all stickers. So you can collect all 11 stickers, which I didn't get 11. No, I got 6. But what's cool is the back. Look at that. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right there. Yeah. So just to reinforce, I am a fan. Let me show you what I got on eBay the other day. Actually, I got it about 10 years ago. And I take it with me everywhere I move or anywhere I go. Like I'll put it in my closet of goods, all my equipment, all my clothes, all that good stuff. Here, let me pull it down here. Haha. That's a little beat up. It came out in 1990. Came out in 1990. That's 36 years ago this thing was made. It might have been 37 if it was made in 89. But as you can see, it's got them like looking out the sewers and stuff. But what's cool is the front is like this. Yeah, you can see all the turtles and stuff. But this is actually like the original release, so it was like 50 cents to buy the cards. And then well, this is so stupid, but I'll show you anyways. So then you can take this and you can put this, just so you know, I haven't opened any of these cards. You can go in here and you can actually display it like it was displayed in the supermarket or the collectible store. This is so silly, I know. But anyways, it's got the movie cards and the stickers. You know, you can collect all 11 stickers. I always love these kind of box designs too, how they're just cool like that. But like, you know, being a little kid and it's like it says hot hit movie on it, and I don't know, there's just something iconic about the turtles in like New York, and they're like looking out at the sewer and stuff. I remember that image as a kid, and like it always stuck with me. It's such a cool image. But what's even better than the box is the cards. And these guys, this is an actual. So I have all the, yeah, they come in 9 cards, and you can see they have the iconic cover right there, the turtles in the sewer. Yeah, and on the back it's got like the barcode and just a bunch of stuff on here. Deluxe Turtles movie cards, complete set. I don't know these addresses. They always say like mail, fan mail. I don't I don't know if the addresses are still relevant these days. But I don't know. You can get more by order in mail. But it was made by Tops with 2 P's. But yeah, so it's the entire box of these cards, and there's four total, and you can see like the stack right here of the cards. Pretty dope. I used to love collecting cards. I'm gonna one of these episodes I'm gonna show you all my baseball cards. I love baseball cards. But like the older ones, like I like the cards from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, some from the 2000s, but mostly that era. Those like 30 years in there. And then for some reason, I don't know where the Secret of the Ooze cards are, but I kept this little like there's no cards in it, but I kept this anyways. I don't know why. But and then it says the movie sequel dudes. So you can see Toka and Razar, or Razar and Toka, but all the turtles there looking at the ooze. It's pretty dope. I love it. All right. So that being said, I don't know. I guess we'll catch you on the next episode. I'll see you next week. We're gonna be here next Sunday. Spotify, YouTube, and then Facebook. I kind of just post randomly. I haven't quite figured out a schedule on Facebook yet, but usually around like 10 p.m. I'll post there. So depending upon what format you like to watch your stuff on, or not format, but platform, whatever platform you like to watch your stuff on, I try to have these podcast episodes on there. So, all right, I will talk to you next week. Thank you so much.